Yo, what's going on, legends? It's Riley Byrne. So firstly, I just wanted to say a huge thank you if you watched all my comp prep videos and have been supporting me. Also a huge thank you if you've been giving my videos a thumbs up, if you've been commenting and engaging. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. And the love I received after that comp prep video and just the comp prep, the comp in general, like when I won, all the support, all the beautiful messages, honestly, it's blown me away. So a huge thank you firstly. And now that comp's done, it's been 5 days since comp right now. I've had a lot of people ask me like, what's next? So that's what this video is about, is I'm going to answer a lot of the questions you guys have been answering me. I did an Instagram question and answer, so I'm going to answer some of them and just talk to you guys about what the plan is for me. So, as you guys probably saw in my bodybuilding prep, I was struggling. It was hard and it really got to me. I've never produced more videos where I cry like my eyes out so many times and I got so emotional. I'm yet to release the video where I talk about my health markers when I got my blood levels checked, but that's going to be my next video, which will be like the dark side of natural bodybuilding or something. But my health went really bad, my hormones went really bad, and it really took everything in me to get to that condition on stage, and it shut me down, and I found it really, really hard and all-consuming, this prep. Like, prep was great and my health was amazing. If anything, it makes you healthier because you have to eat vegetables and stuff until about the final 6 weeks, and then I started to really shut down. So in that time, it made me realize I was suffering so much, and in my suffering, I had to go to deep depths of myself, and I searched deep within myself to try and find some form of internal power to get through. So you saw things I was doing, like going down to the beach, reading The Power of the Now in the morning. I was meditating, I was saunering, all these different practices, reading all the time, and all these different practices that I'd never really done. And the reason I sought them out was because I was suffering and I was trying to find some way to get through. And those practices and that suffering transformed my life, and it made me have a lot of realizations because I had a lot of time to myself. I shut my friends out for the final month just because I was so focused. Like every meal, I was doing my cardio, 75 minutes a day. I was training and I had no energy for anyone other than what I had to do. So, and in that solitude, in that suffering, I've really discovered who I am, what I'm capable of, and also what I believe in. And something I've always preached on my channel is fitness should better your life. It shouldn't be your life, unless you want to be like a top bodybuilder. That's not what this is about. I've always preached like living. That's why I went to Europe and I shot those vlogs of me like living life while still working out and stuff like that, because I think that's what's important. I think at the end of the day, when you're going to die, you want to have done something of purpose, of value, and you want to have had as many happy moments and just lived with happiness as you could. And prep is not that at all. Prep is the opposite of being present. You're always thinking about the next meal or when it's going to finally be over, or you're just not enjoying your life, and that's not what I want to be. And then also what I realized is the deeper I got into my bodybuilding prep, so the leaner I got, the more conditioned I got, the less happy I got with how I looked. So you think the only give back would be like liking how you look, and then maybe it would be worth it because you like how you look. But the deeper and the more shredded I got, the more lacking confidence I got. I was looking in the mirror like, oh no, I've got some fat. Oh, I'm not going to be ready. And the whole comparison syndrome kicked in, and I started to really lose it mentally. And it was a struggle, man. And it just brought out some insecurities. But what it really brought out was a realization of how attached I have been my whole life to my ego and to trying to project this outer shell to make people think Riley made it, buying the Audi, trying to get this Greek godlike physique so people are like, wow, doing all these things, not necessarily for me, but to project some kind of, wow, look at Riley, because I maybe wasn't insecure, maybe I wasn't secure in myself. So I was trying to find these external means of salvation from whatever I was going through inside rather than fighting it inside. And so prep made me realize how ego-based and kind of external I was being. And I've always been driven by this ego. And reading books like The Power of Now, which really changed me, I've detached from that. And the thing about bodybuilding is I love bodybuilding for the fact that it is discipline, it is hard work, it's the hardest fucking thing you can do to get to stage lean. And so I love that because I do like discipline and I do like people who can see things through. But what I realized about bodybuilding and about all of it is it's so egocentric and it gives you no fulfillment. And in Europe, you guys would have seen when I was saying traveling was giving me no fulfillment because it was all of this like new beach. And so that's when I started to commit to bodybuilding because I thought that would give me more of a purpose, more of a disciplined rigidity to my life. But it wasn't the flexibility of traveling and the lushness of that. And then it's not the rigidity of bodybuilding. It's the fact that they're all kind of ego-based rather than doing what you feel like in that present moment, you know? Like when I was traveling in Europe, I was trying to get all these cool Insta photos and be shredded. Like, look at me in Greece, look at me in Mykonos, and then bodybuilding, I'm trying to get all these cool snaps and trying to document with the sickest angles and stuff. And it's all external and it's glorified and it's not what I want to be. It's not authentic and it's not me at my core, and I want to be completely and fucking utterly authentic with you guys. And I just want to get to know, I just want to explore mindset and spirituality and happiness and training, but rather than training for a focus on the looks, okay? So, sorry, this is a huge ramble, but I'm just getting everything off my chest. So, bodybuilding made me detach from the ego, and secondly, it's made me have a complete paradigm shift in the way that I'm going to train. So what's next for me in the way that I'm going to train is I've always been a bodybuilder. I've always trained splits, push-pull legs, or upper-lower, or bro split. I've always trained muscle groups. It's always, oh, I'm training chest today, I'm training chest, shoulders, and triceps today, I'm training back and biceps tomorrow, you know? And the reason you're training them is because the sole goal of your whole training is building muscle, losing fat. It's all looks based, it's all ego kind of based. Like, it's great to look good and it's great to strive for that, but it takes you over, and then you're never going to be fully content with how you look. So it's great to focus on performance goals, I think, and then have looks as a byproduct of being athletic, being strong, and then also being healthy and eating to nourish yourself. And so that's going to be my complete 360 in the regards to how I train personally. So yeah, my workout regime is going to be based on performance, and I'm going to be training in like movement patterns. So like push and pull. I still love like bench press, rows. I love all that stuff, and I do love a pump. So I'm still going to be doing body, and I love the idea of building muscle. Don't get me wrong. And I still feel like I have more muscle I want to build, but I want to be training for performance. So I want to be training for my deadlift. I want to be training for my squat. You guys know that my testosterone got low, which I've briefly mentioned on. So right now my acute goal is actually just bringing up my testosterone. And then I want to be training for other performance metrics than just strength, because when you start training for strength and you start eating a lot, you get fat because you're trying to be a power lifter. So I want to find a balanced performance. I want to be also training for my VO2 max. I want to train for cardiovascular, like being able to go for 40 minutes at a fucking pretty solid pace at like 60% of my max heart rate and try and get those numbers up. I'm going to be training all round. I'm going to be training for mobility. I'm going to be doing yoga. Most of my cardio is going to be all outdoors though. So it's going to be swimming, surfing, and preaching a lifestyle that's fun, active, healthy. And then in regards to my nutrition, I think I'm going to eat around maintenance calories. No more fucking bulking and cutting cycles for me. I think bulking and cutting cycles do have their place, but they create this, again, this need for more and this need for less, and then it's never happy. I'm just going to eat around maintenance, fuel myself with nutrients, you know, nourishment. I'm going to have fucking greens, so many fucking vegetables, and a lot of meat. I think meat's great for you as long as you're getting like good meat, not the processed shit. Lots of meat, lots of vegetables, just anything that, like, as a caveman, you know, as someone, primal ways of living. My goal is when I move, the next thing I'm doing is I'm moving to Byron, and I want to start a whole gym and everything there. And my goal eventually is to like grow my own crops, get into spearfishing, catch my own fish, maybe have a friend who owns some cows, get the beef from him, maybe go full Joe Rogan style, fucking bow and arrows, hunt some elk when I go over and freeze my elk. I don't know. But I want to go very primal, anything from the ground, fucking cut packaged foods out, after this week, it's 5 days post-comp. This is Easter weekend right now as I'm filming this. So I'm having hot cross buns. I'm having everything. This morning for breakfast, I had salmon and avocado, which was sick, trying to get all the healthy fats in. But then I also had 4 hot cross buns and like a whole box of chocolate Easter eggs. So yeah, but eventually I want it to just be mostly like, but still promoting living yourself. So you can go get a pizza and burger as well. But then mostly you're trying to nourish yourself off the ground, food that isn't processed. And so that's where I'll be going with my nutrition. My training is going to be completely performance-based, tracking different metrics. I bought an Aura ring the other day, so that's on the way. And basically, the Aura ring tracks things like your heart rate variability. Now, your heart rate variability is going to basically tell you where you're at in regards to your nervous system. So your sympathetic and parasympathetic divisions of your nervous system. Basically, sympathetic is like your fight or flight, go, go, go. And your parasympathetic is your rest and digest state. I've talked about this before. And in the morning, if you have a good heart rate variability score, then that means you're rested, you're in a parasympathetic state and you're ready to just crush it. But otherwise, if you get a bad score, then it means you should probably have a rest day. So I'm going to be training very intuitively, very flexibly. I've got different workouts that I have planned and I'm going to throw them in. So it's going to be full body always, full body pull day, full body push day, strength days and hypertrophy days. The strength days are going to be more power, like the workout I did today was a full body pull strength day. On this day, I did deadlifts, a 3x5. I'll put it on the screen now because I actually filmed them. I'm trying to be smart, not ego-based anymore. It was a conservative 3x5. I went to do a top set of 180. I did 1.5 reps and I stopped in my second rep because I could feel myself getting hurt. There's no point going to that point where you're then going to be sore for like a week and not recovered. So I'm trying to detach from the ego where I'm always, I'm going to jack myself up on fucking 4 scoops of pre-workout and then pull this max lift, which I wouldn't have been able to pull without the pre-workout, you know? So technically I can't even pull it. And then you're taking all this pre-workout, which is fucking with your adrenal system. It's jacking your cortisol up, bringing your testosterone down, and just messing with you completely inside and out, mentally and physically. And so that's not what I'm doing anymore. There's no more pre-workouts, you know? Max is like 1 or 2 coffees a day, and I'm just trying to just mellow myself back down. I'm trying to get my hormones back, bring my cortisol back down, breathe, live, get the sun, get outside. But anyway, side tangent. So I did the deadlifts, did that top set, being heaps conservative, detaching from the ego. And then I did squats. I did 3x5 high bar, trying to get my quads involved more, trying to use as little like hip hinge up to try and just take load on my quads for them. And also trying to be explosive. You'll see on this rep when I squeeze my glutes at the top, trying to be explosive and powerful and athletic. And make sure I've got good form on everything too. And then I did weighted pull-ups, 3x5, again, fully strict all the way down. All my movements, when you guys see me train now, everything's going to be focused. I'm going to fucking focus on that set. No texting in between sets. None of that bullshit. Focus, control, and know every rep has its purpose. Why are you doing this rep, you know? So yeah, I did a 3x5 weighted with a 15 kilo plate attached to me, and trying to get progressive overload on these lifts whilst I'm eating around maintenance calories too. And then I'm trying to go into more performance kind of training. So I did box jumps today, seated box jumps, trying to get that power. So you'll see that now. And then after that, I did rowing intervals, 30 seconds as far as possible. I think I was clocking about 180 meters in the 30 seconds. And I just did 3 rounds of that. I'm not going too hard on my training right now because I'm just trying to like hit myself with heavy loads and acute intense bursts of training, specifically training for my testosterone recovery. And then I'm eating a fuckload of fats right now, like fucking 150 grams. I've been having like 5,000. I shouldn't be doing this because this is stupid. Because I'm getting fat. Like I've already put on 5 kilos, but I've been having, I think I had 15,000 calories, guys, after my comp. You should have seen how much fucking food I ate. It was fucked up. And then I've been having like about 5,000 calories every day since then. But Monday, the end of the Easter weekend, the end of the family time, I got so much junk food bought for me, and also at the expo I ended up with like 50 protein bars, and it's just been bad. But after this weekend, I'm going Monday. As of Monday, this is what's next for me. I'm going up to Byron. I'm checking out the area to see if I'm going to move there, which I think I will, but I'm just confirming it. I'm going to go look at properties, and once I'm up in Byron, I'm going to get all my food. I got sponsored by Prosper Meals, which I'll put a thing in, and basically they're hooking me up with like amazing nutritious meals for my lunches. Breakfasts are just going to be like probably keto based, try and minimize any blood glucose fluctuations, so it'll be like eggs or salmon and avocado. And then dinners I'll probably carb backload mode to replenish my glycogen for the next workout and just get the serotonin high so I can go to bed and sleep really good, where I'll have heaps of sweet potato and good vegetables before bed. So that's what I'm doing nutritionally. That's what I'm doing training wise. I'm training and eating to my body, doing it quite intuitively, doing it quite flexibly, just trying to get outdoors. Like when I was doing cardio during prep, I remember being upstairs, looking around, and it's like fucking zombies to the slave system, you know? It's like, it's how I see the 9-to-5 lifestyle as well. No offense if you have a 9-to-5, but I just see it as this black and white kind of fucking like trapped in this like non-genuine human. Like we should be fucking outside playing in the fields, getting dirty, muddy, running around, singing, screaming, yelling, laughing, fucking, you know, not fucking trapped in a cubicle or doing on the cardio machine, hating your life, you know. You want to fucking, and that's where I'm going, man. So my channel, what you're going to expect, what to expect, what's next here is a bunch of fucking videos like this where I just talk fucking raw, fucking passionately about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. Podcasts are going to come back on because something I've realized is I need to learn a lot more. We all need to learn a lot more, and I want to be more open-minded and push myself to learn and network. So I'm going to be getting heaps of people on the Optimized Millennial podcast, just exactly trying to learn about this stuff, learn about things like heart rate variability in more depth, learn about things like different nutrients and different foods, learn about different, like, fuck, so much shit to learn about sleep, how to optimize it, benefits of coffee, I don't know, all these different kind of things that I think will be really interesting and I want to know about. So podcast will be back, raw talks like this will be back. I'll film some of my workouts and it'll just be update. But in regards to my social media, I think on Instagram, I'm going to probably dial that back a little bit just because it kind of fucks with me. And I'm just going to try and make everything educational, no more like trying to be cinematic vlogs. Like I do enjoy videography and cinematography and making shots cool and stuff. So I might get a drone and do the occasional thing, but it's not going to be, nothing's going to be fake. I can't do that. Nothing's gonna be, I'm not gonna drive my car and put my camera down to get a cool angle of me driving my fucking sick Audi into the thing and then parking it, and fuck that. You know, it's just gonna be me shot of like, this is what I'm training like today. This is what my heart rate variability score. Just quick, simple videos, easy to produce that will hopefully give some value, you know. And then also, like I've got like what, 13,000 subscribers right now, which is cool. Trying not to get too fussed about the vanity metrics, but the best way to grow my YouTube is to just give out value, you know, and hopefully some of those videos go viral. Like if I make a video on, I don't know, the next video that I'm making, the dark side of natural bodybuilding, where I just sit down and talk about a topic, because most people don't want to fucking see all this vloggy shit, you know, they just want you to talk about the topic. When I go on YouTube, that's what I want to see. So, I mean, I still am going to vlog every now and then, so you guys who are engaged with me as a human and my life, you can still keep up to date. And so I'll be doing maybe like, I don't know, a weekly video where I tell you what's going on in my life, and then I'll just be doing topics when I feel like it and podcasts when I feel like it. No real plan, just purely authentic, purely when I'm motivated. So the videos have some fucking passion and lust in them. And yeah, man, so like I said, going to Byron in 2 days and going to go potentially move up there. Be surprised if I don't. Will, my best mate who I live with back in Wollongong, he'll hopefully be moving up with me. If he doesn't move up with me, then I think I'm just going to travel for the next month or two. I'll probably go to Bali, then I'll go to Hawaii, then I'll go to the snow, and then I'll move to Byron just before I get on a lease, so I'm not paying rent and traveling. So I think I'll do that if he doesn't come with me. And yeah, now it's time to answer. Fuck, I just went on the biggest rant. Now I'm going to answer the questions you guys asked me. All right, so the first question was, what is your reverse dieting protocol, if any? So like I said, I initially went into prep wanting to reverse diet. I actually made an Instagram post about this topic specifically, and my plan was to stay like stage lean year round, but I didn't realize how bad and how shit I was going to feel, how low my sex drive was going to be, my testosterone, my lust and vitality for life. Like I just lost who I was being these levels of body fat, and it's not maintainable, and I don't want to promote that either, because the only reason to keep those levels of body fat would be to try and take sick Insta pics with a six-pack, bro. Yeah, fuck yeah. And it's just not what I want to do. So basically I fucked reverse dieting out, basically doing the recovery diet where basically just doing a week of binge eating almost, which I shouldn't be doing because then I'm going to be maybe fat overshooting, but I'm trying to moderate it. 5,000 calories is a lot. My appetite's so ridiculous though. Like I'm still hungry at 5,000 calories and I've already put on 5 kilos, but yeah, so I'm going to finish this week hard. Easter Sunday tomorrow, hot cross buns, pancakes. And then Monday is a new week. I'm up in Byron Monday and everything's going to be healthy and good as of then. So that's what no, I'm not doing reverse diet. I don't think you really should. I think most of the time you should just get back to a healthy weight setting point and then try and maintain that. And just eat to fuel your body after a comp. If you're doing a comp, post-comp, try and just get as many nutrients as you can. Try and eat as organically and nice products as you can. And then you typically won't overeat your calories by too much if you're eating like things like meat and avocados and stuff in comparison to like donuts and stuff, which are like excessively calorically dense. And just try and get yourself healthy again. All I care about right now is just getting my testosterone back up and feeling good. And I think I've done that. Well, it's on the process, so we'll see. I'll get a blood work done in another 2 weeks or something. Hardest part of prep, those final weeks, man, and was just not eating. Like I said, my appetite's crazy, and then a hormonal adaptation that occurs is basically your leptin, which signals to you that you're full, goes down, so basically you never feel full. And your ghrelin, which signals to you to eat, signals that you're hungry, goes up. So basically you're always hungry and you're never full. And so your hormones, as well as just me, just always being a hungry motherfucker, made adhering to the 2,000 calories when I was burning like 4,000 so hard, man. So hard. 1,700 for my last couple of days. So that was the hardest part of prep. What's my next goal? Again, I've kind of answered all these questions in my spiel. My next goal, like I talked about, is first, my immediate goal is just getting my hormones back, and then training with this new modality, my new style of training movement patterns, pull, push. Do you want to even get into fucking CrossFit workouts, guys? Yoga, all of that. I just want to be an all-round balanced human being with mobility, strength, fucking cardiovascular fitness, the hypertrophy, like muscles as well, everything. And then obviously I want to start the gym in Byron. I talked about that in my Utopia video, so check that out, but that'll be my next goal as well. And then also I think I'm going to make a Riley Byrne website where I sell either like coaching or a subscription where I give out these kind of workout programs as well. So it won't just be Pectus programs anymore, but my other goals, I really want to build the Pectus coaching and the Pectus transformation project. When are you starting your gym? That was the next question. Moving to Byron, I think I might start doing one-on-one PTs again, just like down at the park, build up a client base, build up a community, and then I'll look at renting a gym space if I like Byron. The next question was, are you going to work legs now? Fuck yes. Like I said, legs, testosterone, heaviest weight you can lift, and also I just miss training legs. Deadlift and squats like my two favorite things. So yes, majorly legs every day, full body, like I'm hitting legs. It's so funny, all these questions are all the topics I already answered. What are your plans next comp? Opinion on power building, which is like your powerlifting, your dead, bench and squat, and then your bodybuilding. I think it's perfect. I think that's a great mix, man. I think the hormonal benefits from the power lifts, in my opinion, I know that there are some studies that debunk that, but fuck. I feel it, man. You raw lift fucking like 240 kilos off a deadlift and you feel fucking jacked up for the next like 5 days. Like your testosterone just went. Ben Greenfield, he's an advocate for it. I love Ben Greenfield. I'm going to be very kind of Ben Greenfield-esque, Aubrey Marcus-y kind of content, that kind of stuff. That's what I'm into. Yeah, look, all these questions are literally what I'm talking about right now. So, fuck, they're the Q&A questions I decided to answer. That's what's next for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for the dark side of natural bodybuilding video where I go through my blood work. You guys are going to be fucking shocked. Like it's some fucked up shit. Scary. And yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for watching. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe. See you in the next one.